Alright, hey, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. Well, blind squirrels find nuts, and it seems that JTJ has finally found its perfect war. We're in a 40-on-40 attack with Korea. We posted a video about where we thought we were mismatched, but it seems like they were actually the ones on the short end of the stick. In this video, I'll walk through the attacks that I thought were important. So let's just get to it. I'll switch over to my commentary. Alright, hey, so let's take a look at this war. I'll walk you through. Let's focus just on the attacks that were hitting up. So basically a Town Hall 9 hitting a Town Hall 10 or a Town Hall 8 hitting a Town Hall 9. Because I think that's what really enables perfect wars in my brief experience with them. Now, before all the haters start spamming comments, there are all these town halls. They saw the power of JTJ and they did not fill their clan castles. So we have to factor in, as we look at these bases that we take out, how much would have slots would have been required to take out the town hall. But I think in most of them you'll see that there is enough troops left over that it still would have been viable. A little harder, maybe would have lost a few more attacks, but we had attack left over anyway. But that said, let's take a look at the attacks anyway, because I think there's some things to be seen. So first off, let's take a look at, I don't know here. Let's take a look at Atlas's attack. He's a Town Hall 9 hitting up into a Town Hall 10. You can see that he doesn't have eye towers max level or anything, but he does have two of them, both on multi and then 2 expos, not 3. And so what we had discussed in the conversation before the attack was, kind of routing the attack in this manner, where you see some of those hog attacks that kind of do replenishment as they go, feeding into the attack line. So that's what you'll kind of see the flow here, but in a balloon concept, or in a Lavaloonian concept. So as the hogs, or as the hounds move and do the bounce to the final AD there, you wanted to be able to have a force there with them. And it worked out pretty well. I mean, he ended up having quite a few troops on the field, and again, the question would be, could he have dropped some to enable a clan castle takeout? In this case, I'd say absolutely, because the KHC CC attack for the CC, where you take out the CC, draw it out, and kill it with king and queen, definitely was an option, because the king and queen weren't needed for that attack. So let's look at another one. We'll take a look at another Town Hall 10. In this case, it was that guy, and again we have eye towers, just one this time, 2 expos, 1 expo is upgraded in this case though. But you can see the consistent theme of CCs are going to be emptied, but and some of the base isn't really leveled. Pink walls enable a good drive, although he's going hogs with this. Let's pick it up a little bit. We got a lot to get through. Asian wall of hogs moves across the field. Interesting, the heal into the eye tower. So anytime you see an eye tower on single with mass hog attack, healing is a good idea. Even though it's kind of like people would say don't do that, or might think that. That's only for when it's on multi, and even then you might still do it if you have a mass of like 20. 15 of the 20 are still getting healed. Let's take a look at another base here. One more Town Hall 10, then we'll look at the Town Hall 9s. So we'll look at Nicholas's attack. Got an eye tower, got 3 expos, done upgraded, and then got horrible ADs. I mean, here the concern is more about, can your hounds get popped? You have to be careful not to. You almost want to back off a little bit and not take the usual amount of hounds into the attack, because if you don't pop them, one of the biggest powers that the hounds has is getting popped, and there they did. But you want to make sure they do get popped. So if this looked like a Quattro base, you might drop down to like a Tri-Lavaloonian instead, or like down to a Lavaloon, two hounds. But he keeps going. I mean, it's going to be clearly a roll. Nothing too exciting happening there. Lots of troops left over. Man, he's blowing up stuff. We don't need the rods around that. So let's look at some of the Town Hall 9s, though. These are interesting. So this is where we have Town Hall 8s hitting up. And our first is actually pretty early on in the attack. Oh, and by the way, of the Town Hall 9s, there were 20 of them. 13 were taken out by Town Hall 8 level clashers. Pretty good. Which really enabled, so as we managed the attack, it really enabled an upward push, if you will. The Town Hall 7s, we had like 2 or 3 Town Hall 7s able to take out Town Hall 8. I won't show you any of those. But then we had, as I said, 13 of our Town Hall 8s took out Town Hall 9s. And then, that enabled our Town Hall 9s, as you saw, to hit into the Town Hall 10s. So it was nice. Reduced my stress. Okay, we're going to look at Rockthar. So this is the highest base that a Town Hall 9 hit. You can see, level 1 expos, got the queen, but she's exposed. Let's speed it up a little. There's some nibbling going on. So he uses a dragon to take out the queen. But notice, let me pause for a second. Notice this is a consistent theme. It's the only time I'll pause for it. But all the hound attacks from Town Hall 8 up to Town Hall 9 use the golem, except for one. Use the golem as a distract to tie up one expo. And so when you're dealing with a level 1 expo, that can tie it up for a long time. And so you can enable your attack lines to move in. From the hog perspective, they can move in unmolested. A lot of the troops will be firing in. It's the same model we use for the KH-1 at Town Hall 8. And it kind of supports the debate we were having out on the website around, is that golem in a KH-1 attack really for the king to drive in and get the king, or is it about distracting? And here you can see what we're worried about is distracting the expos. So it's kind of like, when it really gets worse, how do you use it? And that kind of can be backed into when it's not as bad. What do you do? So yeah, take that. We'll keep going though. Hold on. So the hog attack, I need to get them words so they're not both H's. That's what I think. So I don't have to say hound and hog and not say the right thing all the time. But it rolls around, but look how close it actually is. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of troops left, and it ends up being close on time. And I don't know if there was a way he could have done a little better. I mean, it is a pretty strong bait. I mean, relative term, but strong for this war. But anyway, that one could have been questionable if the CC would have been filled. Would he have pulled it off? Might not have. Let's take a look at 14. 14, there you are. This is Corey L. Another hog with 2 golems this time. So he's going to come in. Let's speed it up a little. So he's coming in off the distracts. Here's his distracts. Notice expos tied up, right? And again, that's the core theme for a hit up. If the expos are level 1, and you can't have double big bomb placements. See how I had singles within the heal spell, and he pulls it out. Pretty good. Let's erase that. Oop, let's just delete it all. So he's clearly going to take that base. Let's move on to another one. How about, let's take a look at pause. P-O-Z, pause. Next base down, another Town Hall 8 hitting up. Now this one's really interesting because, let's pause, because it's so interesting. Town Hall 8 taking out Town Hall 10 rushed. Got one expo, one eye. Dude, I can't speak for nothing. We got one eye tower on single. The ADs are all like horrible. Oh, sorry. Horrible strength, but we've got an expo at level 1 up, another expo at level 1 up. So he goes hogs. But what's interesting here is that, we'll kick her up here and get it running, is that he'll run into the, when you're looking at an eye tower, again, he uses, first off, he'll take the golem and he posts it up away from, so basically the side of the base he's going to use the golem for distract on. See, you've got this expo lightning in, is the side where the single is not at. So he's protecting the golem and using it where he can. and then he mass attacks the side where the eye tower is. And this could work even on multi. And notice the heal is still used with an eye tower, because if you've got 15, 20 troops, as I mentioned before, those other 15 are thanking you for the relaxing waves of heal spell dripping over their shoulders. And so he continues to roll along, and this base actually took a couple tries from us, 3 or 4 tries, and maybe we'll loop back here in another video and kind of look at how we evolved to the final attack that took it out from a Town Hall 8. So we were just continually trying different Town Hall 8 tweaks. I think Dirty Rommel, one of our other clashers, initially had something that was close to this pattern, and then a couple guys tweaked it, and Paz pulled it off in the end. But look how close it was. So again, in this case, I'd say, could you pull this off if the CC wasn't empty? Probably not. I'd say usually you need somewhere between 20 and 25 slots. If you do a good CC kill, they're going to get lost in that process. So probably wouldn't have worked if the CC hadn't have been there. But interesting, nevertheless. Let's go take a look at another one. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at the one next down. It's a different kind of attack. Jalabi Rahul came up from JTJ2 just to do a little guest star appearance to do attack with us. Went back down shortly thereafter, but this attack was pretty solid. So he does a GoWiPe, and what's interesting about the GoWiPe, or what to take away if you have to hit up as a Town Hall 8 into Town Hall 9 and it looks weak like this, is that the wall strength is what enables the GoWiPe to really be used, because they can quickly move through the base and 1 or 2 hit the walls so that they're not getting popped from the other side. And you'll see that kind of help them out as they move around. The other thing that happens, and I don't know if it was by plan, but he moves in a lateral fashion. He doesn't go through the base itself. He kind of moves around the edge after he gets to the mid here. He pops back out. And what that does is allows the golems to stay in front of the weaker units, like these guys down here, wizards, right? See, they'll come back out. Now, it's weird. I don't know why they did it, but it was what enabled him to actually finally get the win. Because if he'd lost these wizards that were wandering around, would have been a bad day for him. He really needed them to clear out this high. Because the issue with the Town Hall 8 isn't really that you can't survive and take out the Town Hall. It's just there's so many buildings. You don't have enough troops to take out the buildings in time in a lot of cases. But we'll speed this up so you can kind of see. This one might be interesting to watch the end. So see how the weak troops continue to stay behind, barely avoid 2 bombs, which would have blown them up. So again, this one would also fall in the category of, could it have worked if he had a CC? He's got a lot of P.E.K.K.A.s left. 3 P.E.K.K.A s. 75 slots. I'd say close. Might work. Maybe. Pink walls, though. Lateral movement. That's what I would take away from that guy. Let's look at, let's see here, 17. He did another, that's another GoWiPe on pink walls. Let's see if it did any better. We'll go through fast on that one. Oh, it's even worse. It's yellow walls. Have a party. Oh, he hogs it. Well, my bad. Not as exciting. Very dense base. So, I mean, this clearly, and he does mass hog, no golem. Not a problem. Boom. That one's not as exciting. I thought that was the GoWiPe. A second GoWiPe. I believe what I was looking for was A-Boy, maybe? Yep, here it is. So another pink. Alright, so we'll go quick. So again, 2 golems, wizards behind, but notice we're rolling through. Golems are the distract off of all the firepower. See how it's all shooting it? See how like this whole side, both these sides were just targeting the golems. And then he uses the king very well up top to be another distract force for his witches and wizards to move through. Well done. So let's move back. Boz, you got something exciting to show me? This is a KH1 Ho. Oh, let's cut 2 golems. No, it's 1. KH1 Ho. Alright, let's see it. What are you going to show me? The queen is now. This one's actually. I remember this one now. So it's interesting that the queen was outside, so it's easy to snipe that down, right? Because the two big things that come out at Town Hall 9 is the expos and the queen. And if he had this guy, Mr. Korea, Otto, had put his queen anywhere in the middle, this base would have been pretty hard for any hog base attack to get down. Because the queen is basically like three archer towers standing around, even at the levels that he had. I think it was like level 6 or something. You can see here, he ends up with like, what is that? 8 hogs, king, a golem. So plenty of horsepower left to get the CC. But repositioning the queen might have helped that guy. But I think that base was definitely victimizable by the Town Hall 8 posse, with or without the clan castle being filled. Let's take a look at Brad B's. We're getting close here. So these are all Town Hall 8s in Town Hall 9. Let's see. It's a Ho, KH1 Ho. And he's got the distract. See how the expo's tied up? Shunkonk. Now it's dead. And there you go. Runs around the roses. And we won't even stay for the party at the end. Here's an interesting one. You wouldn't have thought this base is, would look, you'd be like, heck no, not doing hogs, too spread. But on further review, notice there's no real path double big bomb placements, right? This is a single. Oh no, I messed up my pen. This is a single, 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 not path. So where he has potential for a double big bomb, you'd think you'd have some with all this spread. He doesn't put any in. Single, double, but not used. So it's an interesting base where visually you might be, oh man, I can't hog that. And it's a little spread for a P.E.K.K.A attack. But in actuality, hogs work because the bomb placements suck. Now this one, I think, let's see, we'll keep going. I think it ends up with reasonable troops afterwards. We are getting down to their weaker Town Hall 8s now, so less. Whoa. He almost lost his whole army right there. That would have been funny. So I would say on that one, maybe not, if you put that bomb in the middle. And look at me, I lied. So he had all 3 bombs in the middle. It was basically a trap of once the hogs cleared out, they come to the mid and die. 999 from Korea had a plan. All right, I'm going to give that to you, 999. I'm going to say that was not takeable. That's a stretch, but I'm going to give it to you anyway because I was amused by the 3 bombs in the middle. I think, Steve, I didn't really write notes about you or him, but that's it. So I guess we'll stop there. Hope it helps everybody kind of see how we approached hitting up. I think that's why we shared it. I realized that the bases weren't, like awesome, but I think part of getting perfect wars is you get a matchup where they're more in number, but they're weaker in quality. And that's kind of a different style of attack for a lot of people. So, I thought I'd share looking at it. Talk to you guys later.